I know. It's me again with a very small haul. Nothing absolutely amazing, but hey ho, keeps us all amused and out of trouble, doesn't it? Hope everyone's all right this morning. I've heard that Lainey, Big Girls Really Do Cry, is currently in hospital. So if she ever gets to see this, I'm sending her lots of love and healing stuff. And please, just stop hurting yourself. Okay. Right, I'll wait till anyone pops in. I never tell anyone I'm on, you see. I'm very disorganised. But Lex is in. Hello, love. How are you this morning? Are we all good? It's because it's clothes, you see. I think a lot of people, clothes aren't their thing, and I completely understand. That Lainey, what's she like? All of the drama. Done something to her foot, and oh, goodness knows. She is. Absolutely. The thing is, you just don't want the rule of three. Like she's had two. Just don't have something else happen. Good morning, L33 Missus. I hope you are well too. I'm okay. I'm as usual, pottering along as always. Taking a rest. I don't blame you. I went and picked up my post to go out today, so I thought, I don't often show what's going out because it's all kind of packed up. So I can't really go, look, here's this lovely thing, and I've sold it. It's basically in a bag. But, for the sake of honesty, these are these yesterday's? There must be yesterday's, because I did some post yesterday morning, so this must be sales from yesterday, which was looking like it was going to be a bloody awful day. And then it sort of turned out all right, thanks to a couple of decent ones, so that helps. Oh, hello, Joan. Oh, and hello, Claire. Clant? I was going to call you Clant. Claire Plant. I'm terribly sorry. I do that with words. Not good. Right, what's going out today? I have a sea salt linen maxi skirt, which is very difficult to see there. It's on these long jobs. People are obviously shopping, hoping that the weather's going to get better. I've noticed a bit of an upturn in jackets and dresses and the very things that I've had hanging around for far too long. That's sold for $21.99 plus $3.99 post. My post is usually $3.99 unless it's something very different. And I would probably have paid a couple of quid for that. Again, I don't remember how much I spend on stuff. I'm heading towards 2,000 listings. We're kind of getting there. Oh, I hope you have a better weekend as well, Claire. Yeah, fall clothing. It depends what it is, you see. If it's something decently high end. Now this looks nothing because it's all wrapped in a bag, but it is actually Sanderson curtains, vintage curtains, and that was a nice sale actually. I find spring and autumn the time people buy curtains or switch out the curtains. So now I want the ones I've got to go. These have gone for £70 plus £10 postage. They are Sanderson rose and peony lined curtains, 55 drop, 75 waist, country house, cottage, chintz. So I try not to pick up curtains, but when I get them for I don't pay more than £5 a pair. Let's put it that way. So there's good profit in them, and it's worthwhile. They're just bulky. So yeah, and I do use Hermes for my post. I know that people, I don't, if I'm posting something small like a bit of jewellery, obviously that goes in the post box around the corner from me. That's fine. But anything else, I tend to use my Hermes. We have here, what else do we sell? Again, this is sort of textured-y. It's a Masai, the Masai clothing company, which is one of those brands that, it's a bit up and down, but it is quite a summery brand. This is the Masai sleeveless top, grey size AM cotton blend textured. That went for $21.99 with $3.99 post. And I probably paid a couple of quid for these items. Oh, spare bag. Then we have some men's Levi jeans. I do find that they move slowly but steadily in the jean market. What have we got here? These are men's Levi's 511 slim skinny stretch commuter jeans, 34 wide, 30 long, and they are kind of faded black colour. So they went for $34.99 plus $3.99 postage. Certain Levi's do better than others, as it were. Funnily enough, I've also tried, for the first time ever, it's an experiment, I have also tried to do the multi-buy discount. So if somebody buys 2 or something, they get 5% off the second one, and if they buy 3, then they get an increasing rate of discount. And no one's taken advantage of it so far, but I have got some jewellery coming on, and I'm hoping that will kind of bump things a bit. It's worth a try. I'll take it off if it's not working. It's a permanent one, so I can always remove it. The very last thing that's going out today, it's a jacket. It's Sandwich. Now, again, this is a brand that's expensive here and doesn't always hold its value, but it is a sort of a country check one, so they're still in that kind of design, sort of tweedy. This is Sandwich Brown window pane check tweed, fully lined jacket coat, 12M. Country. We'll put country and people like that. That went for £30. That's £3.99 post. And I dug these out because I think I might wear these. I got some skinny flares and I thought, what the hell do I wear them with? I thought, actually, these underneath, so you don't see the fat tongue, will probably be all right. So I dug those out. They're Steve Madden's, and I've had them a while, no one's bought them, and I think these wedgie shoes are actually coming back round again. So they're for me to try. If I don't like them, I just wanted to try them on and see if they'll work with my skinny flares that I treated myself to. New clothes. I mean, new clothes. Hardly ever happens here. Hardly ever. Apart from my Godsofa green t-shirt. And sadly, Lex, I had to get rid of my jumpsuit, the reseller jumpsuit. Because it just seemed to get baggier and baggier each time I washed it. It just wasn't staying on. So it's got to go. Very sad. Nice and soft, nice and comfy, but just not practical in the end. But hey ho, you've got to try these things. I've also had somebody for the third time. My ring collection of rings here has got bids on it. Twice someone's won the auction and not effing paid. That's why I don't like auctions very much. But hey ho, we'll go for it. Oh, and I've also sold. This was a job lot. They're kind of crystals, natural stones, glass beads. They're all stretchy bracelets. Some are nice, they're amethyst. They're sort of like slightly yoga ones, but not the yoga ones. We've got all sorts of colours in there, and they all went for £23 plus £3.99 post. So, because I bought a big job lot of jewellery last year and started picking it up, I actually had too much to list, so I started selling it off. Although interestingly, I have got another little bundle coming, little bundle of jewellery. I was bored, and I bought some off eBay. But it's only a very small one. I'm not big style into jewellery. I want to be able to. I love it, but I want to be able to hunt it for myself. Yeah, hopefully third time's a charm, and they'll actually pay. This is my necklace of the day. I really like this. It's not metal, so I can wear it. It's actually like a plastic resin, but it looks kind of statementy. It's all out there, so I thought I'll put that on today. So yes, I will do an unbagging, if only just for Lex, because we all need the distraction, don't we? Hello, Jewel. Hello. Oh, I hope I said hello to everybody else. Joan. Yes, right. So that's what we had that sold. That's all fine and dandy. Let's bring you up a bit better there. Yeah, it's the only reason I thought about it is because it actually popped up as a "you haven't tried this yet" kind of thing. And normally when eBay do that, I'm like, yeah, but I looked at it and thought, well, we'll give it a whirl. We'll try it for a month or two, see if it works. More likely on the smaller items or perhaps some of the clothing, but we'll see. So far, no nibbles. Nobody's bitten. Right, what did I buy? I spent £40 on this lot in a car park, 5 o'clock yesterday evening, and it starts to rain. So I was really... Joan, that's you, Joan. It's great, it's a good name. So yeah, this is my lovely lady who is now getting bags in. I will go and buy some more for next week. She's looking forward to the boot fair starting up again, but she's very sweet, lets me have first pick. So I'm happy to support, and she's a lovely, lovely lady. So I'm very, very happy. First thing I picked up, and it needs, there's a loose thread. Hang on, let's deal with that while we see it. Okay. This is a jacket. I think it's a man's jacket, but it's that classic tweed stuff. Double vented at the back. Elbow, suede, leather, elbow patches. Definitely vintage. And this is a vintage Pierre Cardin. Now, Pierre Cardin got to a stage when they were branding everything Pierre Cardin in the 80s and 90s, and it was just cat, really. But I think this is a little earlier than that from the label. It's in good nick. It's in good nick. And I just quite like the colourway. It's quite spring-like. So here's hoping. So £40, and it worked out at 14 items. And a couple of the items are a bit bigger, so £2.85 an item. That's still probably less than you pay in most charity shops, unless you've had something for the download. Now, I haven't looked at these. I haven't drafted them. I haven't done anything. They are literally in the bag, waiting for you guys to see. We love an elbow patch. It's a look, isn't it? This one here it's a jumper, but it's got quite a nice colour blocking kind of thing going on. A little bit of a debobble needed. I don't mind a debobble. It felt so nice and soft. Nice zippy neck. And this is actually a name, I think I've had this before, Giovanni Galli. It's Italian, which is a good thing. 50, which is a 40-inch chest, because it was 10. Have to take 10 of it. But, you know, it sort of came with a nice, it just looked nice quality, and it felt nice. And it is made from Polo Confeccio. I wonder what that means. Me Italian's not too good. Oh, it's Portuguese. Okay. Was me thinking it was Italian. Well, there you go. Right. So it's giving you washing instructions in tri-flat. Okay. Fabricado in Portugal. It's good to know. I did see the content. 80% wool, 20% polyamide. But it just felt so soft. And I quite like the fact that it's sort of bit of a slightly different design to it. A bit late for jumpers, I know, but if that goes on today, rather than waiting for my normal scheduling, that might go. Oops, it's fallen over. Now, I know that golf is opening up again very soon here. I know it's different for Lex and Wales, but I think golf courses are opening up fairly soon. So I did pick up Adidas golf trousers, men's. Really weird. I thought, God, that's a very neat moth, but no. Apparently that's ventilation. They're just golfing trousers. I mean, but I'm pretty sure that some people have find that their waistline may have increased and they need a new pair. These are Adidas Pure Motion Cool Max, and they're a big size. They're 36 by 32. There's a couple of threads that need trimming, but they're in good nick. Sometimes you get a little bit of pilling near the pockets, and I find a sweater shaver deals very well with that. You're free to golf as much as you want, but I didn't think golf was your bag. You can go and golf. So the little debobble there because they've been a bit worn. And I thought I had another pair of those somewhere. Anyway, so a pair of golf trousers. Again, a brand here I don't often pick up. This is Long Tall Sally, but they are kind of cigarette. Gosh, they look shiny. They're not actually that color. They're not that revolting colour. They're just red. Neat Moth. It is a good name for a band, isn't it? Well, it's just tidy little holes, you see. Long Tall Sally, size 12. Kind of cigarette pants, I think they call those. It's like cropped style. But, you know, being a bright red, and they're in very good nick, they're just a bit creased. I figured, yeah, they'll probably do all right. Get some money in those. Got this because it's mad. I mean, that's quite a mad shirt, isn't it? It's a little bit crazy. Now, I'm thinking that is probably a man's. So that's definitely one for all these barbecues we're going to be having. I think someone will excel themselves in that. Very tropical. I don't know the brand, but who can resist something that's 100% pirata? 100% pirate. Just like me. Be a little bit more pirate is always a good thing. So I got that because it was nuts and eye-popping. And it was 100% cotton as well, which I think people like. I know I do. Right, I'm not sure if this brand's moment has passed or if it's gone, but I liked this because it felt soft. It is a spell out LS hoodie. Nice big hoodie in a medium, I think. Is it a medium or a large? It's a large, but this is furry. Like flop wallpaper. This is furry. This isn't. This is just a band. Sport Noviva e Tradizione, 1959. So I thought it had a nice retro feel, and I like the khaki colour. It's a bit different from the normal. And I figured somebody would probably quite enjoy that. Oh, Lee's in. Hello. Alive, I know. I'm glad you love that shirt. I think it's really cool. I sort of picked it up because I thought, when I saw the pattern, I thought, oh, that'll make a cool dress, because it's just completely nuts. But the contrast collar bit is quite nice. It's just very, it's very, it's a very shirt. Right, what else we got? Flowing through. This is a kind of a standby. We'll always pick up these nice big Lagan-looky type. It's grey. Bit dull, I know. Can't wear grey now. I've got grey hair. Makes me look very dead. I haven't looked up the brand. It might be a good one. It might not. This is Kemp and Co. But for a couple of quid, you know, there's going to be 20 quid in that. Whatever. Unless it's some snazzy brand. It has pocketses too. Any top with pocketses is always a good thing. Made in England. Oh, okay. Well, if it's made in England, that's probably a good thing, and it is 100% linen. So I might look that brand up because that could be worth a little bit more if it's a fancy. Hello, Caroline. Lovely to see you here. Give me a big wave. Been watching you lately. Oh, a couple of loose threads there. Hang on a minute. This is going to annoy me. Just get rid of that. Right. So I always think these things are lovely. Of course, one has to watch for pit staining in linen. It's always a downside, and it's particularly when you're rooting through a bag in a car park. It's not really the done thing, but I rather liked that. It's got a sort of a waist gathery thing, if that's what you want. Try not to crease that up because I've got a photograph of them later today. Now, I didn't know what these were. And you know me, if it's weird and strange, I'll buy it just for the sheer hell of it, especially in these dull times we're living in. These are practically like cardboard. They're brown corduroy, which says something because that's just weird. I think they're kind of like work trousers, like someone like a tree surgeon or whatever would wear. They're very toughened. Bonus dog hair there. They're clearly brand new and have never been worn. They've got attachments for like a bib and braces. Look, double zips. They are weird. I'm going to look them up because they're either something or nothing. I just think they're so weird that someone will want them, or they're either an essential piece of work kit. But they seem incredibly well constructed, and the brand is, again, they just have me missing. Oh, you can't really see. Is everything back to front for you? No, it isn't. Orgnature. Size 4. No, 94. 94 what? Bio Nature Textile. 100% organic cotton. I have no idea what they're for. Well, obviously they're trousers, but they're a bit like the wrong trousers, if you get my meaning. Very stiff and very strange. There we go, that's the back of them. A curio. Well, I've got to look them up. But I just like it if it's strange and if it's weird. And when it's only cost me a couple of quid, it's not going to be a horrific mistake. I very rarely, I have the occasional fail. I pick up something where I've not seen a fault in it. Yeah, they are. They've literally got the big pockets all reinforced. So they're probably good for someone on a building site or But being all organic cotton, I mean, how many builders are bothered if their trousers are organic cotton? Who knows? There's something about those. They're either something very special or they're something absolutely not. Right, this is a bit of a beast and probably has not going to sell now. It needs hanging outside. It's got that I've hung in a lady's wardrobe where someone in the house has smoked. But this, God, sorry, very hard to show you. Super soft faux fur collar, and it's completely lined in this. God, it'd be great at a boot fair if it's a cold morning. It's a very long, excuse me, it's a very long jacket. Utility trouser, thank you, Claire. Yes, it probably is. But this furry stuff is just fab. Oh, I love a bit of furriness. And it's kind of got studded bits down the side, and it's all faux, I mean, but it's just really nicely made. Nice quality. It's a slightly richer tan than it's showing up there. The make, again, I have heard of this make, and I think it's reasonably good. Dennis Basso, this is an XXL, so it's a nice big size, lots of room for jumpers and things underneath. All polyester. But, you know, I just thought it's a bit unusual, it's a bit quirky, and it's very nicely made, and it's surprisingly heavy. So I wasn't going to argue with that. I thought, you know, even if that hangs around until next year, so what? That's fine. It can go in the winter. Might need that. Really? 83 euros? And oh, thank you, Jay Hurst, doing my research for me. Thank you very much. Amazon. We know that. Go and check. Yes. Well, that's a pleasant surprise because I think I paid the equivalent of about £2.80 per item. So that's a good one. What happened to those other trousers then? Very odd. I did have another pair of the Adidas golf trousers, but they have a rub to the logo, so they will be sold pretty inexpensively. This I picked up, and again, I'm not. Yeah, it does have a fault. Again, this is the thing of trying to buy things in car parks. It's like when you're on your hands and knees at a flea market. This has a tiny fault here. It looks almost like it's where someone's pulled a badge off rather than anything else. It's a padded coat. What makes this one somewhat different is it has fur lining, and this is actually real fur, which it's fox. I know I love a fox, and I do feel a bit badly about this, but I kind of feel that it should have another life. It should not go into landfill. Poor old fox had to give up its life. It should be appreciated. So it's actually kind of fur lined just inside the front as well, and it's it's a very warm and cozy jacket. It actually is shedding a little fur as we speak, and the hood isn't detachable. It kind of goes with it. But you know, it's a decent quality item. Again, this is the thinking. If I'm going to pick up something like this, it's got to be good quality. This is, I think, a fairly well-known European brand, Basler. Again, very expensive new, doesn't always go for a great deal, but, you know, there's a few quid in it, I'm sure. Crappy pics, though. Oh, wow, okay, everyone's had a look. Identical coating sold for 22. Oh, is this the other one? 22, it's not much, is it? But, you know, what? Yeah. The fact that it's an extra large size may help it as well. It's a fabulous coat, sort of thing you could wrap yourself in. All Nature, Darius, Guild trousers, organic cotton with strike. With strike? On Amazon. Crappy pigs though. Yes, yeah, QVC. I find that it's bread and buttery stuff. It doesn't make a huge amount of money, but you know, there is a demand for them, especially if things are in good sizes, not too small. I'm trying to think what the size of this is. This is quite a decent size as well. And all the pockets are zip pockets. Very padded. Rather luxurious. Let's see what the size is. Also 14. I thought it was bigger than 14 because of all the padding. But again, a useful one for those bracing walks across the moors and all of that. dog walking stuff. Oh, there we go. So, it's like the itch, the fur, and the weird. Oh, the weird trousers. Yes, yes, those weird trousers. Thank you, Ginger Rich. I will check that out. So I got all of that for £40. I could probably have got it for slightly less, but in all fairness, I do well with this lady, and I just want to support her because, you know, I'm one of her sources of income, and she's not making a huge amount at the moment till the boot fairs start up. And well, you know, we try and look after each other, don't we? So I've got some reasonable bits there. There's clearly money to be made. I'm one of those people that hasn't yet gone to the wholesale warehouse vintage bulk lot kind of thing. I haven't done it. I probably am not going to need to now. I've kind of got myself through the lockdown process by listing some things that I've been holding back, like some jewellery and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, 90 quid, and those are new. They are definitely unworn. There is not a mark on them. They have never been on a body. That's the only way I can describe that. So there you go. Well, if those trousers go for 60 quid, you know, that's more than paid for the whole lot. So the rest is just gravy, and that's how I like it. I do hope everyone's well and bearing up through all of this. We're near the end, you know. You can meet your friends on Monday, although why you wouldn't on Sunday, I'm mystified, but there we go. I will be spending the weekend cleaning my garden furniture, which luckily I bought very early last year, long before all of this, when we kind of had a sense that things weren't going well. So I'm going to have somewhere nice to sit this summer as well as last summer. I have to clean it all down there, and we've had to book a trip to the tip. You have to book a slot. You can't just rock up there with a car full of crap. You have to book a slot, and because we have got some things that are really just have to go, they're not saleable, and we need to clear some space, so for reorganising and for new stock coming in and all of that. So that's probably going to be me this weekend. Rather than sitting in the garden with a large gin and tonic, I will be working. But yeah, I'm probably going to pick up some more next week from this lady, and I think, is it the 17th of April? I think it's the 12th of April or something like that, that everything starts opening at shops and the like. I think it's going to take a little while for our charity shops to get going. It did last time. It will this time. They're going to be a bit overwhelmed. So hopefully they'll have some big sales and I can go and clean up, which is what I'm in the business of doing. The first boot fairs are potentially scheduled. I could work with a gin, yeah, and a straw. The boot fairs are due to start, I think, somewhere on the 17th, 18th of April, ground permitting and weather permitting. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to going and having a good nose, to be honest. It's been a long, long time. Yeah. What can I say? It'll be so nice to get out there and hunt again. But this satisfies my mini hunting craving because I have to go through bags and put all the stuff back into bags and then put my stuff to one side. But I tend to do it at breakneck speed. So I'm not checking things quite as thoroughly as maybe I should. But I've been doing this a long time, so hopefully I don't make so many errors or too many errors. Your favourite charity shop is totally empty. They probably emptied it because they're going to have a whole load of new stuff coming in. A lot of the ones in my town, in Tunbridge, we had about 14 or 15 charity shops, literally, up the high street, down the high street. Some of them have gone permanently. We've lost Sue Ryder. It's been replaced by a spice shop, which I'm very happy about because I love a spice shop. I really love a spice shop. That's my kind of heaven, that is, rooting around there. So the Sue Ryder's gone. The Age UK has gone. But I think most of the others will start up again. But some of them have literally got the pre-Christmas, very sad-looking displays still sat in the windows. And I do hope they're just going to get rid and start again. But some do and some don't. There's only really about 2 charity shops I go to here because their prices are good and their stock is good. Everything else thinks it's a boutique, and you know, I don't pay off hardly anything. I really just don't need to. There's a massive amount of stock down here. There's an awful lot of people with more money than sense, and I'm happy to capitalise on that. I'm very lucky, I know. unless I'm 100% certain I'm going to get, like 100 quid for something. I'm not paying over tenner for it. It's just not happening. Yeah, well, hopefully they'll all reopen and we can all go picking and hunting. Then there'll be lots of live hauls, and yeah, it won't be quite so boring. So I will see you all soon. I've wasted half an hour of your time, so I hope you're all busy worky bees and cracking on. So I will see you anon. Take care and tutty bye. Thank you for joining me. Bye. I have to press 2 buttons, don't I? Bye.